Hello friends, welcome to Fairs Club Learn to Lead. Good morning to all the students. As you know, we already started the January month topic wise current affair and we covered so many topics. But today topic of discussion is very important and this is appointments and resignations during the month of Jan 2023. So very important topic for every type of exam, and remember, watch this video till last and watch carefully. But first of all, you have to download our application Careers Cloud from the Google Play Store. After that, log in with your email ID. Then click on this Crack Current Affairs section to subscribe our current affairs for 1 year as well as for 2 years. Both the subscription prices are very much low. But the most important thing, what we are covering under this 1 year and the 2 year subscription, we are providing you daily section. In the daily section, you will receive 3 things. One is the detailed current affair. Second is the question and answer format of current affairs, but both will be provided in the form of PDF or in the form of ebook. And third is the quiz section, and this can be attempted only on our application on daily basis. Next is the weekly section. Again, we are providing 3 things. One is the detailed current affairs, second is the question and answer format, but both things will be provided in the PDF format, and third is the quiz section, which you can attempt on our application on weekly basis. Next is the monthly section, and in the monthly section we are providing you 4 type of PDFs. One is the detailed current affair PDF, which is known as study PDF. Next, all the detailed current affairs will be converted in the form of question and answer. That's why it is known as question and answer PDF, so that you can revise all the current affairs in the question and answer format. Next is the best 100 current affairs will be provided. That is also provided in the form of question and answer. And last is the pocket PDF. It means 1-liner, 2-liner or the 3-liners current affair will be provided to you, so that you can revise these current affairs very quickly before your exam. Next is topic wise current affair. This is very important section because we are providing 20 most important topic wise PDF. If you want to revise 1 or 2 particular topics, then you can use this topic wise PDF. If you are a banking student, then we are providing 3 things. One is detail, second is question and answer format of current affairs, but only related to banking and economy, and third is the quiz section. It is also only related to banking and economy, and you can attempt this quiz section only on our application on monthly basis. Next is exam PDF. If you want to cover all the current affairs before your exam of particular year, then you can use this exam PDF. Next is special current affair section. In the special current affair, we are providing you budget and economic survey. 2 things we are providing. One is detail, budget and economic survey. Second is question and answer format of budget and economic survey. It means you can recall that examiner can make these type of questions from budget and economic survey. If you are preparing for your respective state exam, then we are also providing state current affairs, and we are covering every state and union territory. So all these things comes under only one subscription. First of all, you have to just download our application Careers Cloud, then click on this Crack Current Affairs section, and you can subscribe for 1 year as well as for 2 years. And if you want 10% extra discount, then you can use this code ASH10. If you have any query, then you can email us on this email ID or you can call us on this number. So let's start the January month's topic wise current affair, and today topic of discussion is appointment and resignations of January month 2023, and here is the first question. Name the bank that has recently reappointed Suresh Krishanchand Khatnakar as the Deputy Managing Director for 1 year, and this is with effect from 15th of Jan 2023, and this bank is IDBI Bank. So answer of this question is 3. So the Board of Directors of IDBI Bank Limited reappointed Suresh Krishanchandji as the Deputy Managing Director of IDBI Bank, and he is appointed for the time period of 1 year with effect from the 15th of Jan 2023 according to the Reserve Bank of India's approval. And on 15th of Jan 2020, the IDBI Bank or IDBI Board appointed Suresh Ji as the Deputy Managing Director for a 3-year term. Now 1 year time period extended. And you can also remember this IDBI Bank was established in 1964 and its headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and its Managing Director and CEO is Rakesh Sharma. Moving to next question. Who has been recently appointed as the next Engineer-in-Chief of the Indian Army? So this question is very important. We are talking about Engineer-in-Chief, and this personality is Lieutenant General Arvind Walia. Answer of this question is 1. So Lieutenant General Arvind Walia, in 1986 batch officer and an alumni of the Indian Military Academy Dehradun, has been appointed as the next Engineer-in-Chief of the Indian Army. He succeeded Lieutenant General Harpal Singh, who was superannuated on 31st of December 2022. Moving to next question. In January 2023, Luis Inácio Lula da Silva was sworn in as the 39th president of which country? So remember the keyword here, Luis Inácio. Luis Inácio was recently sworn in as the 39th president of Brazil. Answer of this question is 4. So he was sworn in as the 39th president of Brazil by winning the 2022 Brazilian Grand Election, which are also known as the Brazilian General Election, against far-right leader Jair Bolsonaro, incumbent president of Brazil from 2019 to 22. And Luis Inácio Lula da Silva was first elected as the president in the year of 2002 and was inaugurated as president on 1st of Jan 2003, and he was again re-elected as the president in the year of 2006 for a second term, which ended in the year of 2011, and he governed Brazil for the 2 consecutive terms between 2003 and 2010, and he won his first term in the year of 2002 and second in 2006. So remember, Luis Inácio Lula da Silva, the veteran left-wing politician widely known as Lula, was sworn in for the 3rd term as the President of Republic of Brazil during the inauguration ceremony held at the National Congress in Brasilia, Brazil. Mark this question in the very important section. Moving to next question. Who has been recently appointed as the Managing Director and CEO of the Indian Overseas Bank for a period of 3 years? Mark this question in the very important section, even the most important section for the banking students, and this personality is Ajay Kumar Srivastava. Answer of this question is 1. So Ajay Kumar Srivastava has been appointed as Managing Director and CEO of the Indian Overseas Bank, which is a public sector bank, and he is appointed for the time period of 3 years with effect from the date of assumption of office or after 1st of Jan 2023. Prior to his appointment, Ajay Kumar Srivastava was serving as the Executive Director of Indian Overseas Bank, and he was appointed following the superannuation of Partha Pritam Sengupta. This is again very important personality, Partha Pritam Sengupta, who was the MD and CEO of Indian Overseas Bank, and he was superannuated on 31st of December 2022. Moving to next question. Name the personality who has been recently appointed as the state icon for Bihar by the Election Commission. Again, mark this question in the very important section because this appointment is done through the Election Commission. And this is Mithali Thakur. Answer of this question is 2nd. Mithali Thakur, a folk singer appointed as the state icon for the Bihar by the Election Commission. Mithali Thakur, an Indian classical and the folk music trained musician, was recently chosen for the Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Puraskar. Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Puraskar by the Sangeet Natak Academy for her contribution to the folk music of Bihar in the year of 2021. So just remember the question as same as in slide. Moving to next question. Lingam Venkata Prabhakar has recently retired from the post of Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of which bank? So Lingam Venkata Prabhakar or LV Prabhakar, and name of this bank is Canara Bank. Answer of this question is 2nd. So Lingam Venkata Prabhakar, the Managing Director and CEO of the Canara Bank, retired from his services on attaining the age of superannuation. He also served as the chairman of the Canara Rabco Asset Management Company and also the Canara HSBC OBC Insurance Company and Canfin Homes Limited, and the chairman of the Indian Banking Association Standing Committee on the Payment System and Banking Technology. He is a member or the vice president of the Governing Council of the Indian Institute of Banking and Finance and National Institute of Bank Management. So remember, the name of the bank is Canara Bank. Next is, who was appointed as the interim Chief Executive Officer of BharatPe after the resignation of Sohail Samir in January 2023. So he is appointed as a temporary Chief Executive Officer, and this person is Nalin Negi. Answer of this question is 4. So Sohail Samir, the Chief Executive Officer of BharatPe, a financial technological startup, has announced his resign from the CEO post and will transition into a strategic advisor with effect from 7th of Jan 2023. And Nalin Negi, the Chief Financial Officer of BharatPe, is set to take over as the temporary CEO of BharatPe. And BharatPe also revealed that the company has employed an executive search firm to help with the succession planning and to help identify a new CEO. Moving to next question. who has been recently appointed as the Managing Director and CEO of the Bombay Stock Exchange Limited for a time period of 5 years. So again, this question is most important because we are talking about Managing Director and CEO of Bombay Stock Exchange. And this personality is Sundar Raman Ramamurthy. Answer of this question is 1. So industry expert Sundar Raman Ramamurthy has appointed as the Managing Director and CEO of Bombay Stock Exchange with effect from 4th of Jan 2023, and he is appointed for the time period of 5 years. And the post has been vacant since July 2021 after the Managing Director and CEO of Bombay Stock Exchange, Ashish Kumar Chauhan left the post to join the National Stock Exchange of India Limited as the MD and CEO. Now Ashish Kumar Chauhan is the MD and CEO of the National Stock Exchange. In November 2022, Bombay Stock Exchange got consent from the Securities and Exchange Board of India to appoint Sundar Raman Ramamurthy as the Managing Director and CEO of the Bombay Stock Exchange. So this question is most important, and mark this question in very important and the most important section. Moving to next question. In January 2023, India took over the leadership of the Asian Pacific Postal Union, who has been recently elected as the Secretary General of this Asian Pacific Postal Union for a time period of 4 years. And this personality is Vinay Prakash Singh. Answer of this question is 4. So Dr. Vinay Prakash Singh, the former member of Postal Services Board, will take over as the Secretary General of the Asian Pacific Postal Union for the time period of 4 years. And it is following the succession or the successful elections during the 13th APPU Congress in Bangkok, Thailand in August-September of 2022. And he will succeed Mr. Lin of China, the outgoing Secretary General of this organization, who has appointed in Jan 2014, but his time period was extended due to COVID-19. And this marked the first time an Indian has taken the lead to an international postal organization. With this, India will take over the leadership of the Asian Pacific Postal Union in January 2023. Moving to next question. Who has been recently appointed as the Deputy Prime Minister of the Republic of Kazakhstan? This question is very important, and this personality is Glimkhan Koshyamayev. Answer of this question is 2nd. So remember, Republic of Kazakhstan signed a decree to reshuffle the cabinet, replacing 5 ministers and appointing Glimkhan as the Deputy Prime Minister or the Chief of Staff of the government. And prior to his appointment, Glimkhan has been serving as the head of the Prime Minister office since March 2019. And he has also served as the Vice Minister of the Foreign Affairs. So just remember the question as same as in slide. You can be asked only this question in the Republic of Kazakhstan. Moving to next question. Who has been recently appointed as the Chairman and Managing Director of NLC India Limited or NLCIL, and this personality is Prasanna Kumar Motupalli. Answer of this question is 2nd. So Prasanna Kumar Motupalli appointed as the Chairman and Managing Director of the state-run NLC India Limited in Navratna Public Sector Undertaking under the Ministry of Coal. And the appointment committee of the cabinet has approved the appointment of Prasanna Kumar Motupalli till the date of superannuation, which is 30th of June 2026. Moving to next question. In January 2023, Surinder Chawla was appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of which payment bank? Mark this question in the very important section. Surinder Chawla was appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of Paytm Payment Bank. Answer of this question is 1. So Reserve Bank of India has approved the appointment of Surinder Chawla as the new CEO of the Paytm Payment Bank Limited, and the appointment has been approved by the RBI for the time period of 3 years. And Surinder Chawla is currently serving as the head of the branch banking at the RBL Bank, formerly known as Ratnakar Bank. And Paytm Payment Bank chairman is Vijay Shekhar Sharma, and headquarters is in Noida, and it was established in the year of 2017. Moving to next question. Name the personality who has been recently retained as the chairman of the 5-member Senior Men's Selection Committee of the Board of Control for Cricket in India. So name the personality who has been recently retained as the chairman, and this personality is Chetan Sharma. Answer of this question is 1. So Cricket Advisory Committee of the Board of Control of Cricket in India, or BCCI, has retained Chetar Sharma as the chairman of the 5-member senior men's selection committee of the Board of Control of Cricket in India. And remember, CAC has named Shiv Sundar Das Central Zone, Subrata Banerjee East Zone. Next is Salil Ankola for the West Zone and Siddharth Sharath for the South Zone as the other member of the selection committee, but you don't have to remember these names. Just remember the Chetan Sharma has retained as the chairman of this 5-member senior men's selection committee of the BCCI. Next question is, name the personality who was recently appointed as the interim charge or the temporary charge as the managing director of Gujarat Cooperative Milk Federation Limited after RSOD resignation. And this personality is Jayan Mehta. Answer of this question is second. So the managing director of the Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, RSOD, has stepped down from his post. He will be succeeded by Chief Operating Officer of this organization named as Jayan Mehta, who has been given immediate charge as the managing director. And this organization is the owner of India's biggest dairy brand, Amul. And Amul stands for Anand Milk Union Limited. Moving to next question. Who has recently reappointed as the Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank of India for 1 year? Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank of India, and this is Michael Debabrata Patra. Answer of this question is 1. So the appointment committee of the cabinet headed by the Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi has approved the reappointment of Michael Patra as the Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank of India for the further period of 1 year with effect from 15th of Jan 2023. And Michael Patra's 3-year tenure comes to an end on 14th of Jan 2023. And Michael Debabrata Patra was first appointed to a 3-year tenure as the Deputy Governor of the RBI on 15th of January 2020. Moving to next question. In January 2023, Dash was appointed as the new Prime Minister of Gabon to replace Rose Christine Osuka Raponda. Rose Christine Osuka Raponda was the Prime Minister of Gabon earlier, but now Elaine Claude Bilibainese appointed as the Prime Minister of Gabon. And remember, Rose Christine Osuka Raponda now appointed as the Vice President of the Gabon. So Ali Bongo, the President of Gabon, appointed Rose Christine as the first ever female Vice President of the Gabon. Prior to his appointment, she has been serving as the Prime Minister of Gabon since July 2022. And Elaine Claude, 56 years old, former minister, was appointed as the new Prime Minister of Gabon to replace the Rose Christine. So the Prime Minister, earlier Prime Minister or the former Prime Minister is now the Vice President, and new Prime Minister is Elaine Claude. Moving to next question. Name the personality who has recently appointed as the brand ambassador of the Herb Life International India Private Limited, which is also known as Herb Life Nutrition. And this personality is Samriti Mandhana, very famous cricketer. Answer of this question is second. So Herbalife International India Private Limited signed up an Indian woman cricketer Samriti Mandhana as its brand ambassador, and she is the 5th Indian athlete and the 2nd cricketer to the Herbalife Nutrition sponsor. And Samriti Mandhana, hailing from Mumbai, Maharashtra, made her test debut in the year of 2014. Currently, she is the vice captain of the Indian women's national cricket team. And Herbalife Nutrition has more than 150 sponsored teams and athletes worldwide. Moving to next question. Who has recently been appointed as the NASA's new chief technologist? Again, this question is very important because we are talking about NASA, and this is new chief technologist, and name of this personality is A.C. Charania. Answer of this question is 1. So an Indian-American aerospace industry expert, A.C. Charania, has been appointed as the National Aeronautics and Space Administration new chief technologist. He will serve as the principal advisor to the administrator Bill Nelson on the technology policy and program at the NASA headquarters. He replaced Indian-American scientist Bhavya Lal, who has been serving as the acting chief technologist prior to the Charania's appointment. Moving to next question. Who has been recently appointed as the acting Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court, Assam? So, acting Chief Justice recently appointed Justice Nong Mikapam Koteshwar Singh. Answer of this question is 3. So on 10th of Jan 2023, Justice Nong Mekabam Koteshwar Singh was appointed as the acting Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court Assam and will take charge from 12th of Jan 2023 after the retirement of incumbent Chief Justice Rashmin Meherbai Chaya. Rashmin Meherbai Chaya on 11th of Jan 2023. A notification has been issued by the Department of Justice under the Ministry of Law. Just remember the question as same as in slide. Moving to next question. Who has recently appointed as the first woman Chief Secretary of Telangana? Most important question for the Telangana students, and this personality is A. Shanti Kumari. Answer of this question is 4. So remember, A. Shanti Kumari, Telangana's Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao appointed Senior Administrative Officer A. Shanti Kumari 1989 batch as the first woman Chief Secretary of Telangana for a tenure until April 2025. She will succeed the incumbent Somesh Kumar after the Department of Personnel and Training relieved him from the post and repatriated him to his office cadre, Andhra Pradesh. Moving to next question. Who has been recently appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of Cognizant? So this company is very important, Cognizant, and name of this personality is Ravi Kumar S. Answer of this question is 4. So Cognizant, an information technology company, announced the appointment of Ravi Kumar S as its Chief Executive Officer with immediate effect. He was also named as a member of the Board of Directors of the Cognizant. Ravi Kumar S succeeds Brian Humphries, who resigned from the post of the CEO due to Cognizant recent underperformance on 9th of Jan 2023. But Brian Humphries will remain as a special advisor of the Cognizant until 15th of March 2023 to facilitate a smooth transition. Moving to next question. Who has been recently named as the President Designate for the 28th Conference of Parties or COP28 by the United Arab Emirates? So remember, very important question, and name of this person is Sultan Ahmed Al Jaber. So answer of this question is 4. So United Arab Emirates has named Sultan Ahmed Al Jaber Minister of Industry and Advanced Technology of United Arab Emirates and the Group Managing Director and the Chief Executive Officer of the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company as the President of COP28 Climate Summit and 28th session of the Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change UNFCCC will be held in Dubai. This is most important point, you have to note down this. Dubai, UAE from 30th of November to 12th of December 2023. This is COP28. Moving to next question. The Appointment Committee of the Cabinet has recently extended the tenure of Sanjeev Chadha as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of which organization till 30th of June 2023. And Sanjeev Chadha is related to Bank of Baroda. Answer of this question is 4. So the Appointment Committee of the Cabinet headed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi has approved the extension of Sanjeev Chadha tenure as the Managing Director and CEO of the Bank of Baroda for about 5 months till the 30th of June 2023 when he attains the 60 years the retirement age. This was proposed by the Department of Financial Services. Earlier his tenure was going to end on 19th of Jan 2023 but 5 months extended. Moving to next question. Name the country that has recently assumed the presidency of 13th Assembly of the International Renewable Energy Agency or IRENA, and this is our lovable India. Answer of this question is 2nd. So India has assumed the presidency of the 13th Assembly of the International Renewable Energy Arena or the agency, the first international organization solely dedicated to renewable energy, which was held from 13th to 15th of January 2023 in Abu Dhabi in United Arab Emirates. And Union Minister Rajkumar Singh Ji under the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy delivered the opening remarks at the 13th Assembly. And the theme of this 13th Assembly is World Energy Transitions, the global stocktake with the objective to establish energy transition priorities in advance of the United Nations Framework Convention on the Climate Change. And this is the 28th session of the COP28 which will be hosted by United Arab Emirates from 30th of November to 12th of December 2023. Moving to next question. who has recently appointed as the Deputy National Security Advisor in the National Security Council Secretariat of India. Again, very important position, and this person is Pankaj Kumar Singh. Answer of this question is 3. So the appointment committee of the cabinet approved the appointment of Pankaj Kumar Singh as the Deputy National Security Advisor in the National Security Council Secretariat of India. He has been appointed on a re-employment contract for the time period of 2 years with effect from the date of assumption of charge of the post and until further orders. And Pankaj Kumar Singh, a 1988 batch IPS officer, previously served as 29th Director General of the Border Security Force and retired on 31st of December 2022. He has authored and published various articles including the book Journey to the Country of Shiva. Journey to the Country of Shiva. Moving to next question. Nguyen Xuan Phuc, President of Dash country, has recently announced his resignation amid the ongoing anti-corruption drive. So this question is important, and he was the President of Vietnam. Answer of this question is 4. So President of Vietnam, Nguyen Xuan Phuc, submitted his resignation after the Communist Party blamed him for the violation and wrongdoings by the senior ministers under him during his 2016 to 2021 stint as the Prime Minister of Vietnam. His resignation is a part of the anti-corruption drive, which also led to the dismissal of 2 deputy prime ministers. And Nguyen Xuan Phuc served as the Prime Minister of Vietnam from 2016 to 2021 when he was elected as the 11th President of the Vietnam. Moving to next question. Who has recently elected as the Executive Director of the United Nations Environment Programme for the second term? This is very important question. Executive Director of the UNEP for the second term. And this person is Inger Anderson. Answer of this question is 1. So United Nations General Assembly elected Inger Anderson of Denmark as Executive Director of the United Nations Environment Programme for the second 4-year term beginning from 15th of June 2023, and it will end in the year of 2027 in the month of June. And she is currently serving her initial 4-year term from 2019 to 2023. And she served as the Vice President for the Middle East and the North Africa, the Vice President for the Sustainable Development, and the head of the Fund Council at the World Bank for 15 years, like from 1999 to 2014. And between 2015 to 19, Inger Anderson led the International Union for Conservation of Nature (IUCN) for 4 years before being named as the head of the United Nations Environment Programme in the year of 2019. So very prominent personality, and she is recently reappointed as the Executive Director of the United Nations Environment Programme for 4 years time period. Moving to next question. Name the personality who has recently joined Vodafone Idea as the Vice President of Active Network and Commercial. Static question, just remember from this slide, and this person is Sujit Sharma. Answer of this question is 4. So Sujit Sharma has joined Vodafone Idea as the Vice President of Active Network and the Commercial, where he will be in charge of the procurement for the company. And prior to the joining Vodafone Idea, he was working with the Bharti Airtel for 15 years, where he last held the position of Vice President and Head of the Infrastructure Procurement and Operation. Moving to next question. Who has recently assumed the additional charge as the Chief Executive Officer of Convergence Energy Services Limited? Additional charge as the Chief Executive Officer of Convergence Energy Services Limited. Again, static question, remember from this slide, and this person is Vishal Kapoor. Second is the answer. So Vishal Kapoor, the Chief Executive Officer of the Energy Efficiency Services Limited (EESL), has assumed the additional charge of the CEO of Convergence Energy Services Limited, a subsidiary of the state-owned EECL. He succeeded Managing Director and CEO Mahua Acharya, who resigned from the post on 1st of December 2022. Vishal Kapoor joined the EECL in November 2022, before which he served as the Joint Secretary in the Distribution in the Ministry of Power under the Government of India. So just remember, additional charge as the CEO of Convergence Energy Services Limited goes to Vishal Kapoor, who is already CEO of Energy Efficiency Services Limited. Next question is, Name the personality who has recently appointed as the Director General of the Directorate General of Civil Aviation. Director General of the DGCA. Again, very prominent position, and name of this person is Vikram Devdutt. Fourth is the answer. So the appointment committee of the cabinet headed by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has approved the appointment of Vikram Devdutt as the Director General of the Directorate General of Civil Aviation with effect from 28th of February 2023. And Vikram Devdutt will succeed Arun Kumar, the Director General of DGCA, who retires on 28th of February. Aarti Bhatnagar, you can also remember this name, Aarti Bhatnagar, in 1990 batch officer under the Indian Defence Account Service, was appointed as the Additional Secretary and the Financial Advisor to the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. But remember, Vikram Devdutt appointed as the Director General of the DGCA. Moving to next question. Name the personality who has recently appointed as the Acting Chief Justice of Himachal Pradesh High Court. Acting Chief Justice of Himachal Pradesh High Court, and this is Justice Sabina. Answer of this question is 1. So Justice Sabina, the senior most judge of the Himachal Pradesh High Court, was appointed as the Acting Chief Justice of Himachal Pradesh High Court in exercise of the power conferred under the Article 223 of the Constitution of India with effect from 21st of Jan 2023. And she has been appointed following the retirement of Himachal Pradesh High Court Chief Justice Amjad Ehtesham Syed. Moving to next question. In January 2023, Dash became the 41st Prime Minister of New Zealand after the resignation of Jacinda Ardern. So this question is important, mark under the very important section, and this person is Chris Hipkins. The answer of this question is 3. So Chris Hipkins, the leader of Labour Party, was sworn in as the 41st Prime Minister of New Zealand, and he was appointed by the Governor General Cindy Kiro, King Charles' representative in the New Zealand, during a ceremony in the Wellington, New Zealand. And Chris Hipkins took over the premiership, succeeding Jacinda Ardern after she tendered her resignation to the Governor General Cindy Kiro on 25th of Jan 2023. And you can remember, very important, the Deputy Prime Minister name. Deputy Prime Minister is Carmel Sepuloni. And he was sworn in as the Deputy Prime Minister, the first time that a person with Pacific Island heritage has taken the role. But the most important personality here is Chris Hipkins. Moving to next question. Name the personality who has recently re-elected as the chairman of Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, Amul. So this question is most important. We already covered this question, and this personality is Shamalbai B. Patel. Answer of this question is 3. Shamalbai B. Patel was re-elected as the chairman of the Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, the umbrella body of the milk cooperatives in Gujarat, which owns the brand Amul. And the election took place at the headquarters of the federation in Anand in Gujarat, in presence of the heads of all the district cooperative milk unions. And the election was conducted by Deputy Controller of Anand in the presence of 17 out of 18 members who were chairmen representing their district milk unions in the Gujarat. Moving to next question. In January 2023, the Government of India extended the tenure of Sangeeta Verma as the acting chairperson of which organization? Remember this name, Sangeeta Verma. And name of the organization is Competition Commission of India. That's why this question is very important. So the Government of India has extended the tenure of Sangeeta Verma as the acting chairperson of the Competition Commission of India. In October 2022, she was appointed as the acting chairperson of the Competition Commission of India for a period of 3 months, following the retirement of full-time chairperson Ashok Kumar Gupta ji in October 2022. And the Ministry of Corporate Affairs noted that Sangeeta Verma will be the acting chairperson of the Competition Commission of India until the date on which a new chairperson is appointed or till any further orders in this regard. And the Competition Commission of India has been without a full-time chairperson since the retirement of Ashok Kumar Gupta, who resigned in October 2022. Moving to next question. Name the personality who has recently appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of JP Morgan Chase Bank India for 3 years, for the time period of 3 years. And name of this personality is Prabdev Singh. So JP Morgan Chase and Company has received approval from the Reserve Bank of India to name Prabdev Singh as the Chief Executive Officer of the JP Morgan Chase Bank India for the time period of 3 years. He has been serving as the interim CEO of this bank since November 2022, replacing Madhav Kalyan. Madhav Kalyan. And prior to the joining as a JP Morgan in 2010, he was worked with the HSBC Holding for a decade, and JP Morgan Chase and Company is an American multinational financial service company headquartered in New York City in United States of America. Moving to next question. Name the country that has recently elected as the vice chair at the 12th session of the Food and Agriculture Organization Intergovernmental Technical Working Group on Animal Genetic Resources held in Rome, Italy. So this is static question, just remember from the slide, and this is our lovable India. Answer of this question is 4. So during the 12th session of the Intergovernmental Technical Working Group on Animal Genetic Resources at Rome, Italy, from 18th of Jan to 20th of Jan 2023, India was elected as the vice chair and represented Asia and the Pacific region. And Dr. Bhupender Nath Tripathi, who is the Deputy Director General under the ICAR or the Indian Council of Agriculture Research, vice chaired the session and also acted as rapporteur. And there was an implementation of the global plan for the action on animal genetic resources, monitoring of animal genetic resources diversity, and reviewing the third country report. So just remember the question as same as in slide. Moving to next question. Who has recently appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of Tata Trust, while Aparna Uppaluru has been recently appointed as the first ever Chief Operating Officer. So just remember again from this slide, very important question, and this is Siddharth Sharma. Answer of this question is 4. So Tata Trust has appointed former civil servant Siddharth Sharma, Chief Sustainability Officer of the Tata Sons, as its new CEO, and the former Ford Foundation official Aparna Uppaluru as its first Chief Operating Officer with effect from the 1st of April 2023. And the position of CEO in the Tata Trust is created for the first time. So first time this position goes to Aparna Uppaluru. Moving to next question. Who has been recently appointed as the Vice President and Head of the Global Merchant and Network Services in the American Express or Amex India? Again static question, remember from the slide, and this is Anurag Gupta. Answer of this question is 3. So American Express Banking Corporation, which is also known as AEBC, announced the appointment of Anurag Gupta as the Vice President and Head of the Global Merchant and Network Services in American Express India, bringing both the acquiring and the network cards issuance teams under one leader. And Anurag Gupta will be charged of extending a Amex merchant coverage and the network that issues American Express cards through the bank partnership. Moving to next question. In January 2023, Peter Pavel, former chairman of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization and NATO Military Committee, was elected as the 4th president of DASH with effect from March 2023. And he was recently appointed as the 4th president of Czech Republic. Answer of this question is 2nd. So Peter Pavel, who is 61-year-old, the former chairman of NATO or North Atlantic Treaty Organization Military Committee, won the round of vote defeating former Prime Minister Andrej Babis to become the 4th president of Czech Republic. He will succeed Miloš Zeman, who steps down in March 2023 at the end of his 2nd term. And Peter Pavel served as the chairman of the NATO Military Committee from 2015 to 18, with his term belonging in 2015 and retiring in 2018. And Paris awarded Peter Pavel, remember, Paris awarded Peter Pavel the highest French Order of Merit, the National Order of the Legion of Honor, in 2012 for his bravery. Moving to next question. Who was appointed as the brand ambassador of the National Mineral Development Corporation or NMDC Limited? And this person is Nikhat Zareen. So NMDC Limited, formerly known as National Mineral Development Corporation, एक public sector undertaking under the Ministry of Steel, has signed a memorandum of agreement with Nikhat Zareen, who is world boxing champion and the gold medal winner of the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games, to represent NMDC as its brand ambassador. In 2022, she won the gold at the 2022 IBA Women World Boxing Championship, which was held in Turkey or Istanbul, and she became the 5th Indian woman to win the gold medal at the IBA World Boxing Championship. And Nikhat Zareen received the Arjun Award for boxing from Draupadi Murmu ji, the President of India, in the year of 2022. तो ये थे हमारे पास बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट करंट अफेयर। आई थिंक वीडियो आपको अच्छा लगा होगा, तो वीडियो को लाइक करें, शेयर करें और चैनल को अभी के अभी सब्सक्राइब कर लें। आप हमारे हर प्लेटफॉर्म को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, फेसबुक है, इंस्टाग्राम है, लिंक्डइन है, टेलीग्राम चैनल है, लेकिन हर नोटिफिकेशन आपको मिलेगी टेलीग्राम चैनल पे, तो इसका लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दिया हुआ, वहाँ से ज्वाइन करें। थैंक यू गाइस, टेक केयर एंड बाय बाय।